Greetings and salutations, my dudes. Welcome to another draw with me, but technically this is a sketch with me, so is it really a draw with me? But our draw with me is actually sketch with me, or just the same thing? I mean, kind of. In theory, yes. Today I wanted to talk about like how to improve on your art and how to find a style. I might first go off by saying, like, you know, practice makes perfect. Like, you can't run away from the constant grind of practicing. You will not see improvement in your art if you don't constantly draw, like, on a day-to-day basis. I mean, you don't have to draw every day, but why wouldn't you want to draw every day? That's like literally awesome. Even if it's 30 minutes within a day, you will see improvement in your artwork. Maybe not fast, but like that, like things don't come fast like that. Like, let's be honest, like with anything you learn, it's not gonna come fast. Like, I'm learning Korean right now and it is so hard, let me tell you. I never really learned or taught myself a language, learned and taught myself a language. I know like some Spanish, but that came at heart because I have a Spanish background. But God, man, like I want to give up, but at the same time, it's like if I don't constantly practice or like read Korean, I'm not gonna get anywhere. It's gonna take time, of course. I need to keep reminding myself that I'm not gonna easily know this sentence by like next week. It's gonna take a long time, and especially like how much effort I put into it, it is going to take some time. So this goes for anything really. Just like with drawing, like you won't see improvement unless you like constantly draw or improve on whatever you want to improve on. Like from what I've gathered, or rather from what I have been doing during this quarantine, is I've been drawing like almost every day since I have so much time, considering I didn't have to like commute 2 hours and 2 hours back for school. I had a lot of time. Not only that, but like I have grown accustomed to trying to post every day on Instagram and just like posting whatever sketches or like a full drawing or whatever. And as I looked back today, or rather a couple days ago, on my feed, I've noticed that I've actually been improving. Like, maybe others can't see it, but like I can tell for myself, like, wow, I like, whoa, like it's just crazy to me, like how fast you can improve on. But it also depends on how much effort you put into it. Another thing that to help you improve on your art is drawing with drawing with materials that are not erasable. In my opinion, when you draw things that you can erase with, it just keeps you focused on that set drawing until it gets perfect. But it's not gonna get perfect. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's not gonna get perfect. So what I recommend doing is drawing with ink, like I'm doing right now. I've been drawing with ink a lot, or sketching with ink a lot. No pencil drawings, no like rough, like light outline with a red pencil or whatever. You just go straight on with ink and hope for the best. It's not always going to turn out great, but it's a sketch, so it's practice. Practice, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you need to learn from your mistakes. And the more you draw with things that aren't erasable, the faster you'll move on with each drawing. You won't be stuck on this one drawing trying to fix it constantly. And I don't know, I just think that it's like something to get your mind around with. I also draw with like colored pencils. Those are kind of like erasable, but you could like still see it. But just like the thought that like you can't officially erase this, it's something. It's like, it's whatever, I'll just go on to another drawing. But even if your drawing does end up like starting off like kind of rough, I say just finish it, because you never know how it could turn out at the end. I've done so many drawings, and like I think about like not continuing it because it's like so bad, but then like I'm like, you know what, I have nothing else to do for the day. Let me try to spice things up. And then when I do it, it's like, holy crap, like I was about to not continue this, and this is kind of okay. Like, so yeah, I just finish what you're doing and hope for the best. And if it doesn't turn out great, then it be like that sometimes, bro. It be like that, and that's okay, because you have to learn from your mistakes. One more thing I may add into this improvement of your artwork is, when you're practicing art, I would hope that you're using references, because you can't really draw from the mind at the start. It's always good to use references to an extent. You don't want to rely on references forever, of course. So this is what I have in mind, or rather, what I've learned. When you're practicing, it's important to not just draw what you're seeing, but also study what you're drawing. So let's say you're drawing a hand. Try not to draw a turkey. No, I'm kidding. When you're drawing a hand, you want to get the flow of how the hand is moving, how the fingers are moving in this exact way. Where are the bones? How do you draw the knuckles and whatnot? And when you draw like this, you're kind of putting think of it like a file in a computer. Your head, your mind, your brain is the computer. And when you're studying these certain things, you're kind of putting a file in it so that you can remember in the future. Right? Okay. I know I sound crazy, but I think what's his name? I got this from like a Korean illustrator named Kim Jong-gi or something like that. And he was saying like this man, let me tell you, amazing art. He can draw like a shit ton of like oh my god, like a beautiful crowd of like creatures or people straight out of his mind. And I'm just like, how does this man do it? He does it by studying what he saw from what he's drawn in the past. So I would take that in mind when you're using references for things. Study how that body, that building works or whatever, and eventually maybe you won't be having to always rely on a reference, and that's pretty fucking cool. Like, imagine like just drawing shit right out of your mind. Of course, that's gonna be like quite a while, maybe, depending on how often you draw, or unless you're just born talented, but I don't know. Now to talk about style. Creating your style, developing a style. You can't really create a style, in my opinion. You can't create an original style. There is no such thing as an original style. It's been done. Whatever you're thinking, yeah, oh my god, wait, no, no one ever's done this. No, false. You are wrong. It has most likely been done. But that's okay, because you don't need to draw like this exact thing. Like, you can have your own twist on a certain style. Now, I, in my opinion, have no style. I think my style changes every day. But that is because I'm constantly trying out new things, new material, and just like, I don't know. I'm just looking at other artists, not to mimic their art, or their style rather, but to put my own twist in it, to try something new. And so that goes on by saying, like, find like some motivation or inspiration. Find some inspirations. Get some art books, or just like go on Pinterest or Tumblr or whatever media you use, and just like find artwork and maybe create a folder of that said artwork and name it inspiration. When I have a Pinterest folder or board that is just a bunch of artwork that I like really like, and I just look into it and just think like I could like maybe try this, but like put my own twist into it. And by doing that, I'm slowly building up my what do you call it, style. Now, again, don't have a style. People say, but you have this kind of going on for you, and I'm like, I mean, I guess, but it's not really there yet, which is fine because I am still youthful, kind of, not really. But I'm sure eventually I'll find something that'll stick with me, and maybe it'll get me far in life. Probably not. I don't know. What am I saying? But it's gonna take some time to find an art style, and if you have found an art style, that's literally awesome. Try maybe doing new mediums with that said art style. So if you do a lot of digital work, put that digital knowledge into your traditional work, and vice versa for traditional artists. It's so interesting to see how like these certain artists can like put their work into like a different medium. I just thought that was like, I just always thought that was so cool. And I think that is all I have for today, to be honest. I don't know what else to talk about. I hope you did gain some knowledge from what I've been saying. I hope I wasn't babbling on, to be honest, because God, I am horrible at speaking. I should not be a motivational speaker anyway, or any type of speaking. But yeah, I hope your road to your art improvement goes well, and your art style, I hope you find it sooner or later. I'm sure you'll find it sooner or later, depending on how much you draw. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed sketching with me. I really had fun doing this sketch. I had no idea like what I was doing. It was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do right there, that, yeah. And I really had a lot of fun doing it. Like it was very interesting. So yeah, I bid you a goodbye and have a great day.